Hello, welcome again, and we are going to work on the second video on switch challenge. In the part 1, I showed as in demonstrated what is a basic switch challenge question is, and in the second part, I'm going to take more difficult questions. Now, more difficult question would mean we go with the same mindset. Whenever you see a question in the video, please pause the video, try to solve the question in 30 seconds, and then try to see the solution, how I'm going to do it in the video. Okay, let's continue. Okay, so this is the question now I have. Now, why is it different from the previous one? You can see in the previous one, it was only like one set of switching was done. But here you can say there are two set of switching being done. One is over here and one is over here. So one switching, second switching, and it results into the final thing. This is my final thing and this was my initial thing. Okay. Again, once again, if let's say the student has not watched part 1, I would simply suggest please don't start dealing with the ordering as in with keeping in mind the figures, because if you start doing it the ordering keeping in mind the figures, certainly your mind is going to be like it is going to be a problem. It is going to be simple when you work with numbers instead of figures. So let me start numbering. 1 for square, 2 for triangle, 3 for circle, and 4 for the plus sign. Okay. Okay, fine. Now what happens? Look for this. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll do it in the rough as well. Has been switched to using a switch of 3, 2, 1, 4. This is my part 1 switch. After this switching, the outcome, let me write it in red, it would become what? This is a 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, and it again is switched to something which results into this thing. And that's something I need to find out. So 1, 2, 3, 4 was like, let's say this was a square and this was a triangle and this was a circle and this was the plus sign. Now, if 3, 2, 1, 4 switching was done, what does it mean then? A circle would have come over here, a triangle would be coming over here, 1 is a square and 4 is the plus sign. After this, again a switching is done and it results into the final thing plus, which is the bottom line, a square, a triangle and a circle. Now students go wrong because at times they just number it only once, but what they need to do over here is once again, once the switching has been done over here, please number them once again. So I'll number them once again would mean this is my 1 now, this is my 2, this is my 3, this is my 4. And it underwent some kind of a switching which I need to find out, and it results into the final thing like this. What is the final thing? Let's look at the final thing. This was 4, so this has come over here 4. This was 3, so this has come over here. This was 2, it has come over here, and this was 1. So what is my answer going to be? My answer is going to be 4, 3, 2, 1, because this underwent this switch over here and results into the same. So this is my answer, 4, 3, 2, 1. Got it now? So how was it different from the previous one? And now you get to know the complexity as well. Initially you were finding, if you were finding questions in part 1 really sitters, simple, now you would have realized that it also has a twist, as in switch challenge again has a twist in it. But I believe there is one thing, let me remind you, whatever is given, two things that those are like most important. Please number them, please don't deal with geometrical figures. And then once you're done with the numbering, once you have done the first switching, number them again. Okay, I'm repeating, number them again, because that is where we go wrong. Okay, I'll promise you, if in a class after doing very simple switching questions, you give them this question, 80% of the people are going to go wrong. And the reason is very simple. They would number it only once and they would avoid, ignore, neglect numbering them second row and after the switch, and that is where they go wrong. Okay, so keeping this thing in mind, let's have a look at the next question. Okay, so next one is even more, you can say, difficult, and difficult in terms of you need to do it in less time as well. Okay, so time is always very important. So let me number it. This is the first switching, this is the second switching, and the third switching you need to find out. Okay, so let me do it in rough over here. This is where I start with the square, a triangle, a circle, and a plus sign. Okay, and I will number them. Please don't forget numbering them. Once you're done with this, you see the first switch is 1 4 1 4 2 3. This is the one. 1 4 2 3 would mean some kind of a switching is done, which is 1 4 2 3, and because of this 1 4 2 3, sorry, and because of this they would transform like 1 is going to remain at the same position, followed by 4. Followed by 4 would mean a plus sign, followed by 2 that would mean a triangle, and followed by 3 that would mean a circle. So after first switching, this is the scenario. Then please number them again, 1 2 3 4. Okay, number them again, and you need to follow a switching now, which is 2 3 4 1. You need to follow 2 3 4 1. So 2 3 4 1 would mean 2 would come at the first position, that is the plus sign, 3 is going to be the second, triangle, 4 is circle, and 1 is square. 2 3 4 1. Once you're done with this, now you need to find out what is my switch for the answer. Please, once again, don't go away. Please number them once again. This is where we go wrong. 1 2 3 4, and now it finally resulted into a triangle, a circle, and a square, and plus sign. This is the last line I wrote. So what is the end result? You can say my numbering was, triangle over here is 2, so it is going to be a 2, circle over here is a 3, and a square is a 4, and this is a 1. Okay, so my answer is going to be 2 3 4 1. 2 3 4 1 is this one, so this is going to be my answer. Are we getting this? So let me repeat it. We found out that this time the switching was done at 3 places. 2 switches were given to you. You started with original figures. Please always number them. Do the first switching. Whatever the result is, number them again. Do the second switching. Again it was given to you. And whatever the result is, please number them again. And finally, compare it with the bottom line and find out what was the switching used. Okay, I believe now you would have got the good idea about switching questions, and definitely you'll find them on your CAPE Gemini exams, and please solve them correctly over there. Okay, thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed watching the video on switch challenge. There's a reminder, please watch all the games. Okay, so thank you.